What is up, everybody? It's Homiesofmars back again today with another video. I meant to upload this video on Monday, but unfortunately something got in the way. But nevertheless, it's Wednesday and I'm happening to upload it because I usually want to make a video about every 3 days now. That's kind of my goal on uploading videos. But anyways, that's aside. I want to go ahead and make a video on RotMG, and I think I wanted to make it over like not dying in the game. So today I want to go ahead and start out with this, saying this is that I'm not making this guide for people getting to level 20. I'm talking about after you've maxed at least 2 or 3 stats, and those stats being at least speed, dexterity, and defense. One of those, and then from there on, that's gonna be another thing. But if you've maxed like 180 or 280 character and you're always dying, like maybe you're going character, like every single week you're going through character, and you're feeling like, well, this is pointless, you know, and you want to live, maybe your character, you want him to live for a month, maybe 2 months. In fact, I've actually done that with a few characters, and it only happened when they were like 6'8", or at least when they had max vit. Now, I usually, you have to be, you know, I guess lucky enough or something, or more cautious before you max vit in defense with your character, because he will die a lot faster, especially a rogue class. But when that, like, especially the knight, if you're able to max defense and max vit on that guy, he will last forever. The only time a knight's gonna die is if you're stupid and you don't nexus. You get armor broken at a cube god, which is what I did one time. You get armor broken by a brood of orcs and Orcs' castle and then get sat on by everything, or you go ahead and decide to take Orcs 2's shotgun. Really, other than that, you can pretty much go through anything because the knight has so much tanking ability, it's crazy. But with characters like wizards, you know, with robes, or like the ninja class. The ninja class is a great example. That thing has a lot of damage output, but it's like, it can't take much damage. It's really hard from recovering a lot of damage, which is why I really don't like the ninja class. I think it could have been better, but it's very very squishy, I guess, if you want to say. But basically, the key of staying alive in this game is staying back. What I mean, not rushing in, not rushing at all, actually. Making sure there's somebody going in before you. You know what I mean? Not handling everything yourself. So, I guess you could say this by not rushing Orcs' castle. Doing that alone, you know, if you can get used to it, sure. I mean, if you're a rogue, I mean, it's really risky rushing Orcs' castle, especially with the brutes, if you happen to run into one. But if you stay back the whole time, if you don't rush up at all, then your survivability chance is even higher. And also not rushing tombs. I found that's also very helpful, but that's just the way it works out. And a lot of people, actually a lot of the reasons why I die is when I'm distracted when I'm playing the game too. You know, if I'm sitting down and I'm listening to music, it's not as bad, but if I'm like talking on a Skype call, surprisingly, those are the only times I've ever died. I've never died when I'm not on a Skype call. Every single time it was with I was talking to somebody, or I was listening to a video specifically, but listening to music isn't that bad. But all those kind of things actually, you know, make you distracted and make you do things that you wouldn't normally do under a controlled circumstance. Now, I'm not saying don't play the game without, you know, music, but I mean, obviously, communication is a huge thing in this game. So you can't really go without being on Skype or TeamSpeak or Mumble, whatever you use to talk to your guild that you have. I mean, if you're not in a guild, then you're missing a lot from this game, by the way. But those are huge things, and I think if you can get max defense, you will live a lot longer than normal. I mean, especially in Godlands. Alright. And it's always good to have a farming class and like a what is it? I usually what I would do was I would have an archer, and then I would have, I think I used to have a priest too. Priests, by the way, if they're maxed, are pretty much indestructible because you can just keep spamming the heal button or the spacebar, whatever you have to use your special. Because believe me, priests, they're so hard to like get killed in, it's because you have 10 range and you have the ability to heal yourself, which is hilarious. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this video. But basically, the biggest key is not rushing, not basically not being cocky. All right, if you feel like you're like, oh yeah, I can handle it, guys, stay back. You know that can kill you, especially in Oryx 2. But rushing a wine cellar is definitely needed though. You need to rush those unless you wanna not get soulbound damage in, or if there's nobody there, like if it's just a few people, then you really don't have to rush it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for today. Anyways, guys, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and subscribe, and yeah, I think that's a good little bit of advice for you guys. In fact, it's helped me a lot to stay alive a lot longer. And that's just, if you have any other ideas, go ahead and make a comment. I would like to check those out. I'm sure other people will like to look at those too, and you know, maybe you might get the highest rated comment on the video, and then other people will see your ideas. But anyways, guys, go ahead and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later.